Good morning, guys. How is it going? Today's theme is blue. I did my orange. Let's look into blue. All right. So I'm going to have 10 fragrances, all themed blue or named blue, or supposedly doing the same sort of role in the fragrance community. So let me show you one by one. And they are by no means, like these are not like one is better than the other. These are just my personal favorites, or my picks rather. And then for the time being, for right now, that's how I feel according to the smell. That's how I picked. Nothing to do with performance, longevity. And I'm going to talk a little bit about each with time, very briefly, what they do. All right, so let's look at number 10. One from Dolce & Gabbana. It's a Dolce & Gabbana light blue Puram. Younger brother, little brother of the Puram, the Dolce & Gabbana Puram, which is more like a lavender and tobacco based scent, more serious. This one is more like a summer day scent, and it's not light. It says light blue, but it has that light feel to it because the airy, and then the breeze, and if you can imagine a little bit fruits in it, but it tops up with that heavy pepper. I always talk about Perielis red, the pepper in it that gives it the edge over the Aqua di Gio, its originator. But then this one, it has that pepper in it as well. So basically what happens is you're gonna get the fresh, clean, crisp smell of the summer fruitiness, and then also that breeze. And if you can imagine on the top of the mountain, and you can see you have a view of an ocean, some ships happen to like sailing away. You just not surrounded by a lot of people, you're enjoying the breeze, and then some floral notes are like flowing from somewhere top of the mountain when you by the ocean. Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, perfect office scent, perfect if you want to something that lasts you all day, unless it's like the sun is like crazy 40 degrees or so. Don't wear fragrance at that time, seriously guys. This one, the price is also somewhere in the higher side actually, but then very nice performer, like a really good performer. And in the heat is clawing, like seriously hot days, don't wear it because you're gonna choke people and choke yourself. And never ever put this here somewhere around your nose, the pepper will kill you. That's what my experience is. So number 10, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, very nice scent too, and is a performer. Next one is known to be a classic. If you know Fahrenheit, if you happen to know Eau de Chanel, if you happen to know 1 Million, if you happen to know Angelman, Amen, this is one of the most iconic one in that list. Top 10 of all time, classic, Davidoff Coldwater. Just love this fragrance. It does its duty perfectly. It has lavender, bit on the synthetic side, but very pleasant synthetic lavender on the dry down. Doesn't last you that much, maybe 2 hours to 3 hours, but the opening burst, very beautiful. You get that mossy sort of like bit greenish. This is blue, but then you get the feel of greenness. This is a green scent actually, but since it has the blue, and I love the bottle, the edges remind me of those old days 80s windows, huge windows. It has different colors, red, blue, green, that sort of like yellow, different color combination, those classic windows 80s. It reminds me of that, and the smell as well. Everybody has this. My uncles used to have it, my the elders used to have it, seniors. I still have it, still use the juice a lot on a casual day. Perfect office scent as well, gentlemanly, handsome scent. The feel you get from this, there are many that smells like this now, but then you want Davidoff Coldwater, guys. Nothing else does what Davidoff Coldwater. If you're in the designer game and you are in within your budget, if you have the money, you go for Green Irish Tweed. Just go for it if you have the money. But for us, we are the average Joes, so we can afford designers. This is a gem to us. For me, beautiful scent. Love the bottle, and it gives you that like if you're cruising on the river or something, or you are just going down to get something from the grocery, you put this on. Casual day out for the summers, perfect. All right, next one. I'm going according to the smell, right? So the next one actually is also beautiful scent, and this one doesn't last that long. Not known for its performance. It has performance issues. Just be honest, because it got reformulated. Before in the days, it used to be when it came out first, the first formulation used to be a beast. All right, it used to last, but the smell is still beautiful. Versace Menu Fresh, the flanker of the Versace Man, which is totally different from this scent, lavender based, just like I mentioned the Dolce & Gabbana. This one, the original brother, smells like that, but added note of tobacco, totally different scent. Love the bottle presentation, it's just perfect. If you love the sea, if you love the coastal areas, marine, and you know those areas that has the blue water everywhere, this reminds me of the ocean. The bottle is blue, juice is not. You get this fruity, lemony, it's a lemon, it's like a lemon heaven. I love the lemon. And even the top, you see the shiny part of it is plastic, but it gives you the feel of the metal. So the whole bottle, like when you I really wanted this because of the bottle, and I got as a bonus the smell. Performance I didn't get, but this is a perfect scent. If you're going to go by the swimming pool and imagine like those marble tiles, it's getting hit by the water, and then it's a little bit wet, and someone carrying a drink, casually lemonade or something, and they happen to drop a little bit few drops of juice lemonade on the top of tiles. Sun, it's scorching. It's like you can see the reflection of the sun by the swimming pool. Yeah, there's a swimming pool scent. It doesn't work on the beach because it goes away very fast. If you stay indoors, perfect scent for the summer. So my number 7, 8, no, number 8. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is my favorite bottle out of the whole bunch. This is the most favorite bottle design I have. Bulgari's Aquamarine Puram, the younger brother of Aquamarine. The younger brother of Aqua. The first one. This is the second one, the flanker. Third one is the Amara, and they have some tonic and whatnot. This one, the juice is like, if you can see those images, like they have like take the picture from under the water from the swimming pool, some lights going on from the top, and it has some shades, and also some shadows and stuff under. If you can take a picture from underground, like under the swimming pool and above, that's how it looks like. Love this bottle presentation, love the color of the juice, very light and airy, very aromatic scent, really projects, really lasts. And then that feel of washing machine detergent, when the bubbles come up, mixed with neroli, fruits, and then Seaside vibe. If you're sitting by the ocean, and if you're sitting on the top of your yacht or something, or your boat, the breeze that passes you by, some florals as well, and you are about to jump into the water. Yeah, that's the feel you get from this. I guess some minerals also, I don't know, but doesn't have the bitter water feel. It doesn't have the fishy smell that many people get. Perfect summer, perfect holiday scent if you want to carry. And then also try to get the 50 ml bottle. Your hand, if you have a smaller hand, that will work really better. If you have small hands and such a big bottle, you're gonna look like your hand won't be showing and you dropping your bottle and breaking. All right. So basically, and very nice sprayer as well, very nice scent. All right. And yeah, compliment getter as well. Women love this scent. All right. So next one, this one is not known for its performance. Forget performance. If you think this has performance issues, this next one, serious issues. But then the smell, I went to buy this. I didn't go actually to buy this fragrance. Let me show you the bottle. CK1 Summer 2015. So the story a little bit. I went to buy the one that Steven was showing in his top summer fragrances 2014. So there was this greenish bottle, the all the way is green. The 14 bottle is green. It has that mojito vibe. So he was like, he was telling, like, as you know, he said, I went for cruise, I went for holiday, I have good memories of it. So I really was like, oh, mojito, got to me. Went to buy this and it was 2015. So where I'm gonna find 2014 bottle in 2015? So CK counter had this. So I was very disappointed. I'm like, this is not the bottle I wanted. So ended up buying CK1 red, but the lady, I told her just spray it a little bit here. And then I went CK1 red with this hand and the CK1 summer on this hand. So I went to this theater, was watching a movie. And the movie theaters are air conditioned. It's cool. So the fragrance actually stayed for a very long time. And every time I did this or something, so I got smell of it, and then the smell I got from it is very nice. I have a little bit here in the morning I spread. Let me spray again. Very light sprayer. But then the smell, whew, The lemon, if you can imagine lemon leaves, and then lemon at the same time it's on display, and put a little bit, sprinkle a little bit salt on the top of the lemon, and the side you're making a beverage, making a cocktail, gin and tonic. I immediately thought, now I have to get this bottle. Next week I saved up. Usually I don't buy every week. I usually buy once or twice every month. So I wait. This one I saved up like crazy because I didn't have that much cash at the time, but then I saved up my money. And next week I got this. I ran desperately. I didn't have much cash left when I purchased this. Beautiful, beautiful lemon accord, like lemon, lime, and the mojito is not there. Gin and tonic, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of that the souriness, like it's sour, so basically it's very pleasant and bright. And as you can see, the juice has gone down very, very significantly, very fast, because I travel with this whenever I drive. I moved to another city in Malaysia. When I used to drive, I used to carry this bottle around me. All over spray, nothing offensive, nothing heavy, just clear lemon. And if you don't smell it after a while, refresh yourself. Trust me, I really am. I do think the flankers for CK1 summer, they should continue, because it's a fun scent. If you are happening a cocktail party or something by the pool or by the beach, very nice, fruity, fun scent. All right. So CK1 summer 2015. Next one I have is my scent of the morning. I went for a morning walk and I was looking at my whole collection. I was like, what to wear? I don't want to wear something very heavy. And then the winter is starting a little bit. It's getting chilled. And then, it was very dark. So I'm like, let me try this fragrance. Let's see how it performs. Because I happened to see this before purchasing this fragrance. I saw one guy posting a picture. The picture was this fragrance by the window, and behind the background there was snowing on the road, the cars, everything was covered by snow. I failed to capture the idea. I'm like, dude, this is a summer fragrance, and what are you doing? It's not gonna give you performance. But then when I look at it again, the blue juice with the bottle and the concept went nicely. It gives you a little bit of this cold feel, and you can imagine the frozen. If there are a few fragrances, I think there's a frozen cologne from one of the fragrances. Yeah, La Nuit there has a frozen cologne. But imagine this fragrance, Nautica Voyage, frozen water, green apple up top. At the same time, you get that seaside feel. If you could freeze the water of the ocean, like sometimes some of the countries they have like the water gets frozen and becomes ice, right? This smells like a frozen water to me. The color of the juice is so clean, so see-through, a little bit dark, and gives the feeling of freshness. I really wanted to get Dior cologne in my collection because the juice looks something like this, and it gives you that fresh and clean feel. This one doesn't do any wonders. You just spray, it's pretty uniform all the way through, and it performs. And after the walk I had, I came back, I brought my arms near my nose. It was hanging on very nicely. So a little bit cool weather in the morning, perfect gym, walking, jogging. Yep, nothing complicated. Absolute peace of mind. This is one of the gems for summer. Love this scent. The green apple up top, a little bit of, the salt. I forgot to mention the salt. It has some salty vibe to it. If this salt has no smell, as far as I know, salt and sugar. Sugar, yeah, you can smell a little bit of sugar if it's sugar cane. But saltiness, yes, from the water. If you can imagine the saltiness of seawater, yeah, mixed with the green apple. All right, very beautiful, long-lasting scent. Women love it. Very pleasant office scent as well. School, colleges is gonna work perfectly. All right, so Nautica Voyage. All right, the next one, my most favorite designer fragrance of all time among my whole collection. And you might ask, if you're going by the fragrance smell, why is it not number one? It's not number one because I'm not using it for the timing that much. So basically there are three other fragrances I'm using a little bit more, all right, than this. But this always comes back in my rotation because of the neroli note. And you know what it is. Versace's Puram, Versace's signature. Open the bottle, you smell it. One of the fragrances no one can hate on the top, like if someone say they don't like summer freshes, they don't like fresh fragrances, aquatics, likely 90% of the people not gonna hate this. That's what's so beautiful about this scent. It's not a safe scent, it's a very pleasant scent. It's a very those office, if you can imagine office suit tie, and then if you formal occasions also, and you want something not so manly, not so girly, but you want something in between that combines the best of the both worlds. Yep, Versace's Puram. Similar smell on the top, Chanel Allure Homme Sport. That one has more depth. That one has more creaminess. That one gives you more performance. That one hangs onto your skin. But I go with this. I have Chanel. Most of the fragrances from designer side of Chanel, I didn't get Chanel Allure Homme Sport because I thought if I have this, I don't need that. This one is a bit more light and airy, which I love for the summer. Doesn't last you that long, but compliment monster. If someone say they hate this fragrance on you, either your fragrance is fake, or they don't appreciate good fragrances. They are more into ouds and stuff. But then one of the most common fragrance you'll see in any men's wardrobe these days, anywhere, people always have this. They have the 200 ml bottles. I really envy them. So basically, beautiful scent. The seaside feel, the neroli, and the fruitiness. There's a little bit some fruitiness and clean white shirt. Yep. Next one of the hidden gems in the Polo line. Polo usually have their red, green. They have like safari, many fragrances. Polo has so many releases from the time, and back in the days they have some heavy hitters. And then also when the heavy hitters was going on, and then Hugo Boss, those sort of classic fragrances are coming out, they came out with this. And I believe it was one of the genuine releases because the smell. If you are familiar with the notes and fragrances, likely chances you're going to distinguish this among all other aquatics because of the smell, the cucumber. Funny enough, because thing is, I'm very familiar with cucumber. I'm a chef, so I used to cook a lot of with the cucumber, and you have like, making salads and all. I don't get the cucumber in this. What I do get is the watermelon. I don't know, it's just me maybe. Smells like watermelon to me. If watermelon could be like candied, or it turned into something like a jello or something, yeah. Or those jello shots, yeah, it smells like that, but very pleasant. People say synthetic and whatnot. I don't get any synthetic from this, even though it's a very it sold a lot of bottles. It's very popular all around the world. Many people, they love this fragrance. I have seen videos, they carry it. They're like, dude, I got rid of so many bottles, but I happen to buy 200 ml of this big bottle of this. What you get from this? You get the seaside feel. Yes, you get that fresh, like, not maybe so much seaside, maybe just one of those breezy windy days, happy days. And imagine your mom just like pushed their wash clothes on the top of the wear, and they're like to dry, so they're like flying in the air, like the clothes, the white clothes, the dry sheets, like the sheets, like the bed sheets and all, they're like moving, and you can smell the fresh laundry with watermelon. And also a little bit of what else it got. Imagine like the good old days of 90s, the 500 days of summer. If you have seen that movie, very non-complicated teenager movies like She's All That. If you know that movie, back in the days, remind me of those days. Moment I smell it on like anyone or on my skin, doesn't last you that long. You can always reapply. Very light, airy scent, nothing heavy. And the mossy dry down that people talk about, I don't get it. Dry down also is very beautiful. It's not blur, all right? It's a very gorgeous scent. Happens to be one of my favorite scents of all time, all right? If I make a top 10 of all-time favorites also, like classics, it will be there. Love the bottle presentation. Love the blue color bottle in this very non-complicated one, all right? Compliment getter as well. Next one. Like, let me tell you one thing about Jeremy. Jeremy's favorite fragrance is what? Lanui Delhomme. Everybody knows it. And when his fragrance came down to his number 2 or number 3 spot and didn't make the top list anymore, he was very sad. And he's like, I want to cry, I want to weep. My heart is breaking. My heart is breaking because this next fragrance is number 2. This happened to grow on me over the last 2 years. I have been seeing the reviews, and I have been craving for this fragrance for a very long time. I saw it in many places, but I was waiting for it to get discounted or something. I never got discounted. Then I happened to get the 230 ml small bottles on a promotional. They were selling it in one of the malls, so I just got them. And then I knew it. I had to get it. Azaro's Chrome. Such a beautiful scent. Such a crowd pleaser. Such a safe and not on the expensive side. It's a fragrance that you could imagine a father spending his time with his son, young son. They're playing, father and son bonding, that sort of a scent. I would imagine co-workers smiling, exchanging views, having lunch. They're friendly. Office, school, you were doing some outdoor work and you were like, let's say you're a mechanic or you are working on the construction site. The performance, the smell, everything is just perfect. The bottle design, the juice color, the chrome. This one represents the fragrance perfectly. Up top you get some of the metallic notes. If you can imagine the metal steps, like the ladders, more on the boat maybe, like on the sea, because it has a seaside feel. And imagine pineapple, very very popular note. It's been used in the many popular fragrances. I can think of Ultramall of Jean Paul Gaultier, very nice pineapple note in that. Aventus I never tried, but it has the pineapple note which it is famous for. And then it also happens to be inside Black Excess, which has the strawberry and the pineapple together, fruitiness. Pineapple inside this fragrance, baby. Yeah. So basically, let me remind myself. Okay. Yeah. The sweetness is right there. It has some candied sweetness. It has a feel of something. I'll show you. If you happen to know this sort of a gel that you put in your car or your room, and this one is a cool air. If you can see, it says cool air. It smells like that, but much better. It's not like a air freshener. This is not an air freshener that you spray in the bathroom, or you cannot use it on your body, because it has the floral notes. Very very gorgeous summer scent. One reason I was holding back myself not to buy this because of Mark. Why, Mark? Why? You hate this scent, man. You are my you are the reason why I started my fragrance journey. Out of all the fragrances that you reviewed, you cannot like this. I was like, damn. I'm just joking, by the way. He said he hates this fragrance because of the floral that kicks in later on the dry down. I happen to love floral notes, and I was like, damn, I have to get this. The metal chrome feel, I love that stuff because I like those fragrance top notes that challenges my nose. Not something that's usually like the crowd pleaser, something different. If something like this, when this came out, Dolce & Gabbana, the one, it gives you that beautiful the cigar note, the fruit punch, summer fruit punch note. So it challenged my nose because it's a very strong in the opening and it lasts you very very long time, and it is a workhorse actually. If you happen to be a working person in the office, you need this because you're looking for the fragrances performances. Most of them, they don't give you performance. This will give you performance. If you don't want to wear something that's very like traditional and everybody wears it, but at the same time you don't want to wear something very heavy, right? So something light and airy but prominent. Yeah. Clean and fresh feel, drier sheets and stuff. It has a lot of good qualities in this, and I happen to buy the big bottle after 230 ml bottles because I think it's a must have in every men's collection who live in the hotter kind of countries. All right. So basically, yeah, became number 2. It got beaten by the number 1 just because of one reason. I'll tell you why. All right. So let's move to the number 1. What beaten all these other 9 fragrances? One fragrance beat all of them because of one quality. That is quality. Beautiful Bleu de Chanel from Chanel, the EDT. Twist it, open it. The magnetic cap. Gotta love the stuff, the heavy feel to it. Quality of Chanel, you feel it, you'll be like top to bottom quality. Why this is number 1? This is not exactly a blue scent, not a fresh aquatic by all means, but it has that feel of the seaside because it's a little bit of that on the opening, the grapefruit and the mix of the bergamot that makes it that gorgeous scent. It has that marine feel, it has the blue feel, but more towards darker because of the incense and gets a bit more into serious scent. But the opening of this that lasts for at least an hour, you get that authentic grapefruit. You squeeze out the authentic organic grapefruit, you squeeze out the juice, and you mix it with the bergamot. Mix it a little bit, some pulp in there of the both fruits, some sweetness. Up top is quite sweet, very aromatic scent, and it's like sparkling kind of champagne kind of a scent on the top. You get a little bit of feel of peach as well. I don't know if peach is there. Chanel Aluram Original, it has peach up top. Somehow this and that fragrance, the opening top notes are just gorgeous, like that sparkling feel, sparkling champagne feel, sparkling peach, fruity, and the grapefruit juice. Eau de Chanel. Ladies, I have seen, let me tell you one review I was watching. This guy and there's this couple, they're like talking about fragrances. He was like, let me give you a few fragrances, and they're a little bit drunk, so they were talking about fragrances and see which one she likes, right? So she was really gorgeous. I'm like, beautiful ladies. So basically sorry, so basically, like, she was testing out Salvatore Ferragamo F Black, she was trying out La Nuit de l'Homme, she tried out a few other fragrances, but when she tried, she was like sniffing this, the first sniff, she's like, I love this, I love this, I love this. People usually wouldn't say I love this unless they really love it. She didn't have to think, she loved it right away. That kind of a pleasing scent. This is the most versatile, the most workhorse sort of a scent. Office, you can go for parties, dinners, spending time with children. You can, at any age, you can pull this any time of the year. This works in the cooler weather, it works in the hotter weather that is pleasant, non-pleasant, rainy days, very mysterious, and very, this fragrance, like when you see the bottle, this guy is very confident guy. This guy sits back, he like, I know I'm good, I know you're gonna like me, I know you're gonna buy me, I know you're gonna keep me on your shelf. This fragrance, even for people who don't wear, or fragrance fanatics or junkies, they even have this in their collection, in their wardrobe. If you see from far, you can distinguish this bottle just like this other one. These two, I think, very iconic scents now already. This one doesn't have that much age on it like this, but already became an iconic scent. If 10 years from now people make designers list, what are gonna be the top 20, top 15 iconic designer classics, Eau de Chanel would be there. Not sure about Sauvage, maybe it will be, but that one is a bit more lighter side, bit more playful side, alright, bit more crowd pleaser. This one is there's a term for it I'm looking for. It's like a statement made very, very quiet and very confidently, and it's like, this guy doesn't like scream out loud for attention. Let me show you a fragrance, what I can show you. Oh yeah, perfect example. Lamal. Don't give a shit, don't give a, it just soars around like with this power, the beautiful, like those notes it has, and everybody knows this like to be those, like, yeah, night out scent, clubbing scent. This one is also a clubbing scent, it can be used as a clubbing scent, but then you'll be distinguished gentleman. Statement made very, very quiet and calm and confidently. Eau de Chanel is that confident man. That's why it makes my number one. So that's all for now, right now, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the long video. I tried to keep it short, but then I had to talk a little bit of every single fragrance because they're different from each other in many ways. They're similar genre, but different fragrance, different smell. And then everyone has their special feature in it. That's why I want to talk a little bit about it. I'm very glad that I got them in my collection. Blue is my favorite color, as you can see, blue. So always love blue because I live in a summer sort of a zone. So most of the time the sun is shining. So I think that's all for this episode. So I did orange, I did blue. Let me think of some other new concept that I can come up with. For the time being, you guys take care, enjoy your day, be positive, keep making others happy. Our sole purpose in this world is to live for others, do something good for others, be positive. If you cannot be positive, at least don't harm others. All right, have a nice day, guys. Take care from Dhaka. See you soon. Bye bye.